Good evening. This is the first video from the new house. I've been moving the past week and finally got everything ready so that I think we're finally ready to move in here. But tonight I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about belief, and specifically what do you actually believe? It's something that's been on my mind for quite a long time now, and it's something that I think most people don't take the time to really examine. Because we say we believe all these things, right? Like, for example, somebody says, a Christian would say, I believe that you should read your Bible every day, right? But then how many Christians do you know who actually do set aside time in their everyday life to read their Bible? And it's not many. And there's a Bible verse that addresses that. It says, out of the overflow of the heart, your mouth speaks. Meaning, you do what you believe. So if I believe that I should be kind and patient and loving and respectful towards people, then I will be kind and patient and loving and respectful towards people. But if I am not all of those things, then I can conclude that I don't actually believe that I should be those things. Does that make sense? I believe that it is vital to my relationship with God that I get to know Him by reading my Bible, And I know that I believe that because I do. I know that I believe that hard work is important because I work hard. If I did not work hard, then I would not believe that hard work was important. I would believe that these other things are more important than hard work. I can say, oh, I believe that I need to be respectful of my employer, right? But until I actually give my employer the respect that I say is due him, I don't actually believe that I should respect my employer. I believe that I should be able to say whatever I want about my employer and treat him however I want, because that's what I do. Does that make sense? Smoking Haunted Bookshop, by the way. Beautiful tobacco. It's so basic. There's nothing to it at all. It's early Virginia, touch of Perique, not complex. It's a really good zoning out. But until the cigarette smoker believes that he needs to quit cigarettes, he will not quit cigarettes. Because at the end of the day, he believes that he needs the nicotine fix more than he needs to quit cigarettes. Right? So, what do you believe, and what are your priorities? And I think people need to really be examining themselves to find out where their beliefs don't line up with what they say or what they do, because it is what you do that you believe. You do the things that you believe. Out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. And that is a principle that you can apply whether or not you believe the gospel, whether or not you believe the Bible. You can apply the principle of the Bible that says, out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. It's common sense. It's a principle that if we all subscribed to that principle, there would be a lot less, there would be a lot more honesty. There'd be a lot less deceit. You'd be able to trust people better because they would not be saying something that doesn't line up with how they act. And I think that is definitely something, I can say, I believe, I have faith that God is my Father, so He will provide for my needs. I have faith in that. But until I actually stop worrying about where my next meal, or where my rent, or where my, gas money, or whatever, until I stop worrying about my practical needs, and start actually, letting go of the stress, then I don't believe what I say I do, because I don't live it out. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Comment if I'm making sense or not. I think that something that's very important for people to know. What do you think about belief? Do you think that what you say is what you believe, or what you do is what you believe? I think what you do is what you believe, and I think that that's a fairly obvious principle. You need to let your actions line up with your words. And until you do, you are not trustworthy. Until you can follow through what you say with what you do, you are not trustworthy. You are not respectable. Because respect is earned, and you earn through your actions. If somebody says, oh, I got your back, you need help, I'll help you, just give me a call. But then every time you need help and you give them a call, they have some excuse for why they can't help you, They're not available, they're not actually available to help you, and they don't actually have your back. They do in word only, but not in action. Agree, disagree, leave it in the comments. I'm not trying to debate with you, I'm not trying to preach at you, I'm just trying to talk about principles of life. But anyway, those are my thoughts for the evening. Complemented beautifully by some haunted bookshop. As always, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have an excellent evening.